Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Um, what a day. Today is like the most wonderful day, but I forgot my teeth. I always forget them teeth. And then I look at myself in the computer screen and I say, oh, I forgot my teeth. But anyway, I'm here now. I already made one video this morning, but then I went and took a shower and stuff. And so now I'm taking another. I wanted to clean these fingernails off, but I can't find my nail polish remover, and I know it was sitting right on the counter in the bathroom, and along with it I had this tube of little pad things, and I may have moved them somewhere else, but I have to interrogate my daughters. I got two daughters and one granddaughter that kind of get things out of my house on 5 finger discount, and they usually just borrow it, which I told them they can borrow anything they want. It doesn't bother me at all, but I'll have to interrogate them, see if they've got my nail polish remover. I had showed on my last video, if you watched my last one, I was showing how I was putting the cover on this here book, altered book. But I only put the front cover on, and now I've put the back cover on too. But I got it laced. I got it laced, and so I love how that lace looks. I think it looks awesome. This is almost ready to sell, but I still have a few things to do in it. It's mostly all vintage. Well, it is all vintage. The cover didn't turn out to be vintagey because I wanted to use this bird fabric. I love this bird fabric. And so, but they had birds back in the olden days. They had birds, so that works just fine. But anyway, the reason I'm here right now is because let me turn you down to the showroom floor real quick here so you can take a look-see at something besides mug, my mug shot. Okay. I on a couple videos I think I showed this here little book that I was making. And I just call it it's a just book because you can just put stuff in it. And so but I call it a never-ending book. Now, I want to make sure you know that I didn't invent this. I didn't invent it. It was invented by I don't know, Ben Franklin or somebody, but it was invented before me. But see, I call it a never-ending book because it never ends. Now this one here is just bears. So, but it doesn't have just bears because it's got that little doggy in there. But I was showing this one how I was making this particular one of my just bears. But when I say that it's never ending is because you can keep turning pages and keep turning pages and never get to the end of the book. See, because you just this little bear was a little big to fit on the page, so I put him sidewards on there and flipped him up. But I have to put more bears. I'm collecting bear pictures. I used to collect stuffed bears, but I don't collect the stuffed ones anymore because I had too many. I really don't have too many. But I have a lot. But now instead of collecting bears, I collect stuff for my paper. I collect paper, but and unicorns. But see, it just continues, and you just keep flipping the pages. So it's just a never-ending book. It never ends. Okay, but what I've done with this one now, let me put that up there out the way, is when I make my altered books, I take a lot of pages out of a book. And so then rather than to just waste those papers, because you don't want to waste, but out of one book of all the pages that I've taken out, I can make depending on how thick I make, I can usually make 3 of these never-ending books. Now, see, this one's just got the pages. That's just pages on this one. And it just keeps, you just keep turning the pages. You can keep turning pages until the cows come home, and them cows, they just meander along. They're in no hurry. So, so that's how that works. So, but now on this next one, but I have had 2 people that want me to make a video. I did show on one of my live streams. I showed how I did it, but it's kind of hard to watch live streams later because, especially if you put a whole lot of different things in your live stream, it's like everything gets lost in it. So now these are pages that I've taken out of another book. And so I'm going to show you on this one how I do this. And so I'm going to, right now, I'm folding each of the pages just in half. Half in two, you need to fold the pages. And this is the way I do it. Now, I don't know. Other people might have a better way of doing it. And so, but I don't know what people would call them. I call it a never ending book, but and other people might call it a never ending book too. And so, like I said the other day, one time I made something and I said, I come up with this idea all by myself. And then in the comments below, I seen where somebody wrote, oh, I saw so and so make this, somebody else. Mrs. Smith from down the street made whatever, and so I said, oh man, and I thought I was the originator, whatever, but I wasn't. So that's okay though. But sometimes you see something in your head. You see something, and then later on, you just kind of, all of a sudden, it pops in your head again, and so you get the idea. This is like my laced up book there. I seen a picture of it somewhere, and I think it was like in Pinterest that I saw just a picture. I said, that is pretty cool. But I never did find the directions to do it. So I figured out my own directions because I don't follow directions much anyway. And so I just, made up my own directions and made it myself. However, I thought it should be, which I just showed a little video earlier this morning. It's over there somewhere. And I think I just called it a lace up book. But something like that. But what I'm doing is I'm not folding all of these. I'm going to only fold a few. Now see, even these pages, they come out of an old, like a landscaping book or a gardening book. One of those with 5 rings in it. And I'm redoing the book and to make it a different kind of book. I learned on the Rebookery channel. I remember where I got that one. The Rebookery. She rebooks a whole lot of different kind of books. And so I seen her do that. And then, of course, because I'm a monkey see, monkey do, I have to do the same thing. And so these pages come out of one of the books that I'm redoing. And so I'm folding some in half. That's what I'm doing. That is what I'm doing. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, I think I have enough. And see, one book of pages like this. Oh, I got to put my band back on there. One book of pages like this, you can make 3 or 4 of the never-ending books. And those are nice because they're just books. They're just so you can, and sometimes it's fun to have just books, just books, and you can collect. Like I have frogs but I made my frog book out of paper bags, large paper bags, but you can make them out of any paper bags. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm gonna make mine 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm going to have 8 pages on each side. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, because I got holes in these, so I'm going to have holes here, and then I'm going to have holes here, so I won't have any holes. But what I'm going to do, this coffee is good. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take one page from this side. Okay. All right. This is what I do. This has got holes in it, so I'm going to go between those holes and go like this. Now this page, oh, wait a minute. I shouldn't have done it that way. I meant to do it, that's okay though, but I'm saying, because it'll work out the same way. There we go. Do I want to do it that way? I guess it doesn't really matter how you do it. Okay, so now I'm going to take, yeah, okay, so now I'm going to take this page. Yes, so now I want to take this page and I'm going to glue this way. Now I'm going to take this page. Okay, so now I'll go this way. Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. Now I want to go. Oh, well, let me just put both of these. I'm not showing this very well, am I? Okay. What am I doing? They're all right, but my brain isn't working. Okay. I'm going to go on this one page here, and I'm going to go like this. Okay, and then I'll put this on like this. Put that up there like this. Okay, now I'm getting it. And then, so you're putting the bottom half glued to the top half of the one before. Okay, like this. There we go. Now, then I'll glue this. And then I'll put it this way. And then I'll go this way. Yeah. See, it should be opening like a accordion, like that, sort of, when you know you're doing it correctly. But never think of me as a teacher. Oh, Lord forbid. Lord forbid, no. Because you have to sort of get an idea from what I'm doing, but then you need to sort of get an expert to clear it up for you. Because the way I tell things, it makes it clear as mud. Okay. So I'm not even get these folded the right way. Okay. There we go. Now I want this one on like this. Yeah. This one is getting a little bit wonky because the only reason is because I want to, I don't want the holes to like line up. I want the holes to be the opposite side so there's no holes. So it doesn't show the holes. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Okay. This will sort of give you an idea of what I'm doing. See, so then now here's just the one page, single page. And gosh, if I was a college instructor, everybody would drop out of college. They'd have done dropped off by now and said, "Oh, forget it. I'm just gonna flip hamburgers for a living." Not that flipping hamburgers for a living isn't a good thing because flipping hamburgers, a lot of people like hamburgers, so flipping hamburgers is a very good thing. Gosh, Elizabeth Marie. So, but I think you can catch my drift here if you can just now see. Now if I would have just used the regular book pages, I wouldn't be going cattywampously stupid here because I'm trying to make sure these holes don't line up. I want, because there's holes on one side, not the other edge. So I want the holes to kind of cover up the pages. You know what I'm saying. Okay. And so then I just keep going like this. And again, we glue this way. And here we go. Okay, let's do that. Okay. This is like from a real old book. A real old nursery book, you know, for gardening. The pages are like aged and yellow. And I'm going to wait and see. I have to wait and see what it looks like when I get it together. And to see how much I have to, how much I have to, you know, how much I have to do on it. And see how much I'm going to, maybe I should have read this book first and learned stuff about how to fix my garden. Okay, there. And okay, see, so each, oh, okay, thumbs are down. I know thumbs are going down now on my, thumbs are going down. That's okay though, you guys. You guys with the thumbs down, I love you all anyway. Because I just love people. I just love people. And I have never given anybody a thumbs down because I would not do that. But some people deserve a thumbs down. Like right now, probably. I need one. Because I probably got you guys completely confused. Okay. So now, see? Now this is going to be the front. This is the front. And then see how each page is going to turn. Let's see how this is going. All right, now what I do now then, I'm to make these a little sturdier and a little heavier. I'm going to take more pages. That got folded right in half now. And on my other one, I kind of, let me see. On another one, I just used a half a page. But this one, I'm going to use a whole page to make, just to make it more sturdy. Because this book is, the pages are a little bit fragile because it's old. Once I take another page now, and since you got all these pages, you may as well use them. I'm going to glue. Now see, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this, I'm opening that first page up. I'm putting this page in here. Close it. And there. So that piece just went on. So it's heavier now. And it's heavier. This is actually now 3 sheets. But now, because this is the cover, this is like the cover. There's going to be 2 covers, front and back. Okay, so this is the front cover. So what I'm going to do now, that one is going to get yet another, but it's going on this way. It's going on this way. This is going to make this here fold stronger, because right now it's only 1 piece of paper. Now when I put this one on, it's 2 pieces on the fold. So that's going to last a lot longer. Like till the cows come home. The sheep, the kangaroos, the unicorns, all of them. So it'll last a couple weeks anyway. So I'm going to put that one here inside. And I'm going to put that, just glue that right together. So now that front cover actually has 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, I don't know, 4 or 5 sheets. But I'm going to go through the whole book and give it, some of these pages I don't like covering up. You know what? Some of these pages, okay, I think I'm going to, I want some color in this, so I'm going to pick and choose which pages I put on now. Because, see, I have to cover that little boy up. I didn't really want to, but there we go. Now I'm going to turn the page again, and I'm going to, let's see what I have here in more colorful pages. I know it, I'm taking up a lot of time. There's one colorful, and that one's good. Let me see, I want to get some of these colorful ones. This one's good. Oh, that one's really good. So, man, what you can do with these pages. Ooh, I like that one. Okay, so these colorfuler ones. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gracious. Oh, my gosh. That. So, I hope you're catching my drift here. And for those of you who asked about this, now I'm going to see, so I'll fold that in half with the colorful side on the outside. Okay, did I already do that one? Yeah, I did this one. Now I'm going to do this one. Did I do that? Wait a minute. What am I doing here? Am I doing this right? Yeah. Okay, so then I was going to do this one. Okay, so this is going to make the pages sturdier because you already have the pages, and now what you're doing is you're going over, well, not you, I am, going over the pages again with another another book page. Okay, so there we go. Now we're going to go over this one again with another book page. Fold it in half. And then open it up and put the glue around. So what you do is you're folding your pages in half. All your pages will be folded in half. And when I cover it, when I'm covering up, oh, that's great. When I'm putting this extra page on top, then what I'm doing is I'm making the fold sturdier and the page a little heavier. So, and because I'm doing this one in this gardening, from the gardening pages, I might end up just making the whole book into a like a nature journal. I don't know if you all have seen, oh, there's a couple artists that I watched, Mary Altier and also Didi Willingham. And I think the two of them, and also there's more, I'm sure, but they do what they call reverse collage. And what they do, though, is, you know, they'll keep this image here, and then they'll take and paint all the way around here. And then so this would stay showing, and this, maybe you would paint it or gesso or something, so you can get going on something new. And so, yeah, they call that reverse collage, which is very pretty. I mean, when they do it, it's very, very pretty. So, yep. There we go. And so I'll put that over this. And then that's pretty right there. And some of these pages are just, I mean, the flowers are gorgeous. So I'm thinking that I might have left, I think I might have to add one more page to this book. Yes, I do. Wait a minute. Now this is going to go here. Okay, and then this. Yes, okay. So now this. Is going to go here. Look at that, how that is beautiful. Now this is going to go. See, now I'm not too concerned about the holes because I know I don't have any holes showing either way I put it. Like that. Okay. Oh, no, I have it right. Okay, that's right, because I wanted to make sure that that was going to open in the right direction. Now, see, I'm going to, I'm still going. How to care for your African violets. So, actually, this ends up having a lot of thicknesses of paper. But see, now I have to still keep going because then otherwise this fold only has one layer, which we need. That's where I want to have the fold. I want to make sure the fold has more than one layer of paper so that the fold doesn't, because especially because the paper is a little bit fragile because it's old, then I wouldn't want for it to, just to break apart like paper will do. Now, you could probably, if you didn't want to use a whole page on these edges, you could probably just use, like, take a inch piece of paper, score it in half, and put it on the edges too to make them a little stronger. But since I have the papers already, I'm going to use them, and it makes the whole page a little heavier. Well, just listening to myself talk, I think, how in the world is anybody going to know what I'm even saying? But I don't, I switched chairs in my room here. This chair I'm sitting in, after I sit in it for 30 minutes, my right leg goes numb. Left leg don't go numb, just the right one. I don't know if it's the chair or if it's another sign of old age. Again, I've been having a lot of signs of old age, though. Kind of walk like a duck. I was with my daughter, and we were shopping, and you know how sometimes the stores have this reflective glass. Here they do in Florida anyway. It's kind of glass that keeps the heat, from, it kind of reflects the heat away. So, because it gets a little hot. But you can see yourself walking up to the store, up to the door. And I said, holy smoke. To ask my daughter, said, why didn't you tell me that I walk like a duck? Yeah, walk like a duck. So I've been trying to practice walking so that my walking isn't like a duck. But it's all good. I can still walk. And ducks kind of walk cute anyway. I like ducks. I have nothing against ducks, So, but anyhow, I hope this is making a little bit of sense. Well, these ones don't have any color, but I'll add stuff to them to make color. I have nothing against black and white either, so. But, yeah. The hubster had to go to the bank because he has to get a paper notarized so he doesn't get put in prison. Well, not really. He wouldn't get put in prison. But my daughter, that child of ours, was using Papa's truck and went to Tampa for her daughter's doctor's appointment. And doggone it, if she ran a red light and got a ticket, a red light camera ticket, $150 something. But and red lights, you got to watch out for them. But she was lucky she didn't get broadsided by a semi truck or something coming through. But so she was blessed that she didn't get in a car crash. But so that she had to, they have to print out like an affidavit that she signs. He had to go get it notarized saying, no, I was not driving that truck. My daughter was driving the truck. And then they'll just automatically put that ticket over to her instead of the hubster. Excuse me about this. Excuse me for coughing in your face. But see, because we're worried that, well, will that make our insurance go up and stuff? I don't know if that would put points on his license or whatever. And so he had to go get that paper notarized and go get me some more carpet tape. He said he would go get me carpet tape. He's a sweet little guy. And so, okay. And then this. Oh, yeah, that one I already had put that over there. Okay, so now my book. That's all the pages that's going on my book now. So, and it really makes for a nice heavy book. I could even put a little piece inside here even, if I so choose. but there's my pages of my never-ending book. And I hope that what I just showed you made sense for the girls who asked if I would show how I constructed my never-ending book. And so it's just a book. It's just a never-ending book. And so, and now you can do anything your little heart desires with this. And it's just the pages. It's just the pages that you took out. So especially if you're one who does altering of books, then this is a way that you can use those pages and they don't go to waste. See, there, this one is just with regular book pages. And I got that one all good. So that makes it a little smaller. The bigger your book, then the bigger. And see, and then once you start fixing it, like this one, I went and I made mats all through it. See, with just paper. And I just put mats on top of the book pages. And so, but you still see the book page on the edge, and so that makes a nice little look. I like that. And this one I just made it for my Just Bears. It's just got bears in there. And what I'm going to do too is because you can make a journal together that and put it together and just make a book. You don't have to journal in it or anything if you don't want to, although journaling is very good. But you know what is good is to put like little quotes. And so then you flip through your book and like here it says, "Together we are strong." And so, but put little quotes in your book. And so then it's a finished book. It's finished. Just any kind of little quotes. This is just a pocket. I put a pocket there. And then I have this other bears on both sides. So I just put that in my pocket there. And there's the little gentleman and that lady there just in there. And so, yeah, that's my Just book, my Just never-ending Just book. And so, and I'll probably make a couple more. You can make a bunch of them things. You can and then you just start decorating them however you want to decorate them. Just decorate them. Just glue stuff in there. Whatever. Just whatever you want to do. Just whatever you want to do. Look at this. I cut all my postage stamps off of envelopes and stuff because there's so many different ones. You could make a Just book and call it Just Stamps and just put stamps in there. That's all you have to do there. So, yeah, there's a lot of things yeah, I'm a collector of things. I like, except garbage. I don't collect my garbage. The hubster hauls it out on a regular basis, so that's good because otherwise I could collect it too. Not on purpose, just because. Okay, power thoughts. Look at the very first one. It says, "My healing is already in progress. My willingness to forgive begins my healing process. I allow the love from my own heart to wash through me, cleansing and healing every part of my body. I know I am worth healing." And that is our power thought for today. And we are worth it. Whatever it is, we are worth it as long as it's good. Okay, so thank you so much for stopping by. I hope I made sense on how to put that together for the two girls, or maybe it was even three, that asked how to do that. I hope I made sense. I hope you can do this on your own. And I don't think that you'll have any problem because even though I sometimes have a little problem explaining things, I don't think you'll have problems doing it because it's really not rocket science. It is close to rocket science, but not that close. Okay, God bless. May He watch over you every step you take, every move you make, and I will see your smiling faces on the next video. God bless.